Buckle up, guys. Today we're going to dive straight into the opening moments where the channel sets the stakes. Notice how a casual welcome and the promise to hold public officials to account instantly flips the dynamic. This isn't idle gossip. It's scrutiny. The auditors control public interest framing plants a seed of tension. Every following exchange will be judged. This short intro quietly primes viewers for confrontation.
You got a little YouTube video?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Is it a little YouTube video you do?
No, it's just for public interest.
Oh, right.
That's all.
How's things, alright?
Yeah, not bad.
Looking after yourself?
Would you mind just identifying yourself for me?
Well, why would I need to do that?
Because you addressed me and you're talking to me, so I just want to know who I'm talking to.
Of course I can. PC Bloomfield, his warrant card.
No worries.
Well, and that's get changed.
And your shoulder number?
It's 19, then 48, and then NW for November Whiskey, because we're in northwest London right now.
No worries, thank you very much. And
You're
yourself,
a bit cold in your shorts, aren't you?
No, I'm like this all year round.
Really? You got all set for Christmas? No, me neither.
Here the scene tightens. Banter, badge numbers, and small talk disguise a larger power play. The auditor's calm insistence on names and shoulder numbers reframes chit-chat as a formal ledger of accountability. What seems polite is actually methodical. He's building a record. Pay attention to every pause in the officer's tone. Politeness mixed with guardedness signals the pressure underlying routine civility.
I'll wait till like Christmas Eve and panic buy.
I think that's what a lot of people do.
Do you go around a lot of stations doing this?
I go around quite a few, yeah.
Any particular reason why, sir?
Pardon?
Any particular reason why?
Well, first of all, could you just identify yourself for me as well, please?
There you go. Papa, 237 305.
237 305, no worries. Thank you very much, sir.
So why are you here filming today then?
Why? Because I just want to engage with some officers and just see how they feel, because during lockdown and everything else, and there was loads of things going on, and the last couple of years have just been absolutely crazy for everyone. Right? And there's a lot of places all across the country where they feel that the police are so disconnected from the public.
Right.
And all what it is just to see how officers actually feel, whether or not they feel that they are disengaged, and if they are, or a little bit, how you would actually feel and what you would like to see happen to try and bring the people and the police back together again.
The auditor broadens the scope and asks the central question. Are police still connected to the public they serve? This stretch is a slow-burning interrogation of identity and duty. Constables versus citizens. Each hesitant answer exposes discomfort. The exchange feels less like conversation and more like a stress test of institutional legitimacy. The conceptual stakes here are high, and the unease hums beneath the surface.
How do we feel that we're disengaged to the public? Is that the question?
Yeah.
We are members of the public though, aren't we?
Yeah, really? but you are serving officers. Okay, and that is what is actually being split.
Right.
But we're still members of the public, so we're not obviously police officers 24/7, are we? So we are still members of the public, and policy, regardless of it's police policy or government policy, still affects us like it would affect you.
Yeah, but you are serving constables, okay? And as serving constables, okay, you have to uphold the law, okay? And that is what is actually in question, is the way that it's actually done.
So you're questioning whether we're... I'll tell you what, mate, do you want to just step out that way? So you don't
yeah, no worries, let's go.
Tell you what, sir, have a lovely Christmas. Rather than four of us talk to you, we'll let our colleagues speak to you while they're in uniform. All right. We'll go and get changed.
No worries.
Have a lovely Christmas.
And
look
you,
after yourself.
no worries. Take care.
Okay. And you know what you're doing, you're filming and that. If that's, you know, we've all got to have a hobby. If that's what you're enjoying, I hope you enjoy it.
No worries.
Watch the escalation. Officers suggest they'll let colleagues answer and attempt to withdraw. That tactical retreat is telling. Avoidance replaces engagement. The auditor's composed persistence flips the script, making the dodge the focal point. This is where accountability meets resistance. A small physical exit becomes a symbolic retreat from scrutiny, revealing a real mismatch between public expectation and institutional reflex.
Okay, take care.
Oh, okay, you're just recording the station for YouTube, sir?
Well, first of all, would you mind both identifying yourself for me, please?
I'm 45 on 580.
It's all right. I'm dyslexic, sir.
PC Mackay.
Sorry?
580 November Whiskey.
1580.
You're recording it so you can watch it back. How long are you going to be here? I wasn't.
I don't know. I don't know.
I didn't hear the conversation you had with my colleague, so I'm not quite sure what you said to them.
Well, first of all, would you mind just identifying yourself properly? PC Gordon. And your shoulder number?
2313.
2313. Cool. Thank you very much.
And what was the conversation between my colleagues and yourself? Oh, I didn't hear anything.
Well, just to find out how the police actually engage with the public. Okay, and how far disconnected at the moment a lot of areas across the country where the police are disconnected from the public.
Disconnect. I mean, the only interaction we have with members of the public is, unfortunately, is when things go wrong. Like we don't knock on people's doors and have tea and scones. We only go to someone's house if there's been an incident. You see.
Well, so it's not only that. It's also when you actually pull people.
We do what, sorry?
Also, when you actually pull people.
Pull people.
Yep. I.e., whether or not they're in their car or they're walking down the road. Okay, and you suspect them of something. Okay, it's the way that they're actually treated and the way that you actually present yourself and the way that you actually follow the law as it should be followed.
Well, I mean, there is a procedure, and it's normally recorded, everything we do. So if there's have you been asked? Have you been?
This clip zeroes in on procedure and the recording debate. Did officers fail to announce they were filming? The auditor frames the omission as more than etiquette. It's a symptom of corner cutting. When officers minimize a matter, it reads as complacency. The exchange turns a technical compliance issue into a measure of trustworthiness. And that conversion makes this procedural spat feel like evidence of a broader problem.
Have your name, please?
I don't need to give my name.
Okay, well, I'll give you mine.
Alright, we let you carry on recording wherever you want to record. We do have other work to get on with, so if there's no pressing matters that you want us to deal with, we'll pop back inside.
Well, yeah, I was actually having a conversation with you. Okay.
Alright, yeah.
So, and for you, the way that you just done that was actually quite rude. Okay, this is the whole problem. When you've got a member of the public talking to you, every single member of the public has the right to actually stop and speak with an officer and ask questions, and that's exactly what I was doing. Okay,
my colleague had answered the question.
Well, I don't know actually what the question was. You said about the way we pull people from their cars.
Okay, right. Basically, it's the way that you actually follow what the law actually is. Okay, and actually follow what your procedures actually are. It's like right now you've got your camera on. Okay, you should have told me at the first possible moment. Okay, that you had actually put your camera on and you were recording. Okay, and that is part of your actual code of ethics that you actually do that under section 3.5.
Well, that would normally be the case if we had detained you or we were...
Well, no, it's as soon as you actually put a camera on. It's as soon as you put a camera on.
I put my camera on when I was inside the building, so you weren't there to tell, were you?
Yeah, but you put it on knowing that you were coming to me, okay, and you should have told me at the first available moment.
So that's your complaint,
okay.
Is it?
No, it's not a complaint. I didn't say it was a complaint, but this is what I'm saying. It's small things that build up to a big thing, okay? Also, it makes your job harder, and it means that things are not followed correctly. Right, and that is what the problem is, okay? There's so many different things and so many corners being cut, right?
Everything sharpens as the auditor drops hard numbers about officers leaving under investigation, yet claiming pensions. The revelation, hundreds of cases, lands like a hammer. The viewer's sense of justice is engaged. Public money, alleged wrongdoing, and apparent loopholes collide. Emotions tighten from disbelief to outrage, and the clip becomes a video's moral fulcrum, demanding accountability rather than platitudes.
And it's not right. It's not right. Okay, you're there as officers, okay, to uphold the law, right? And yes, we need a police force, and it's very important that we have a police force. But what members of the public want is they do not want a corrupt police force. They want police constables that will actually uphold the law and obey the law as it should be done, and not cut corners. Okay, so when you look at that, how then would you see if you could change one thing, okay, to try and bring the public and the police back together? What would you bring? What would you do?
Well, it's not for me to comment on.
Well, why not? You're a serving constable.
Well, there's probably Well, at this stage, I'm not going to make a comment about that.
Would you not want to see the police and the actual public closer together? Do they work together a lot better?
Well, I think, well, obviously, and to a certain extent we do. We've come out here to talk to you because that's what you obviously wanted. So you want us to
Yeah, to engage with officers, yeah.
Okay, and then we've asked what you're doing, and you said you're just recording something for whatever reason, just probably get evidence on how we communicate with you, or how we interact with you.
Yeah.
Having said that, then that's happened now, so there's no reason for us to continue a conversation.
Yeah, but then there were other questions then that I've asked you, like the one that I've just asked you, okay? Now, you say about you can't comment. Yes, you can comment, okay, as an officer, because it's good for the powers that be higher up the chain to see exactly how officers actually feel, okay? And unless officers actually speak up and the public speak up exactly what I'm doing, right, then things aren't ever going to change. And that's why I asked you outright, okay, if there was one thing that you could actually do, what would it be?
The close offers one concrete idea amid earlier evasions. Explain actions clearly to public. And the auditor's final lines reframe silence as complicity. This ending is chastening but not hopeless. Candor is presented as a practical lever to rebuild trust. If you found this breakdown useful, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.
And that's not a hard question to answer, and that's a question that a lot of officers have answered for me.
Okay, well, so why do you want to ask it from someone else then? If they've told you the answer?
No, that's from their own perspective. This is from your perspective.
Okay, well, I wouldn't know where to start.
You wouldn't know where to
There's
start.
probably more things. There's probably loads of things. It's not.
Well, I'm only asking for one. I'm only asking for one thing.
I don't know. Can't give you an answer right now.
You can't give me an answer right now.
So the question is, there's one thing I could change about what the police relationship with the public. Is that essentially what it is? You want to jump in with an answer? I can't.
If you can help out with an answer as well, that'd be cool.
What's the question? Repeat it, please.
Okay. If there was one thing that you could actually change to try and bring the public and the police back together to work closer together, what would it be?
Well, okay.
Change.
The perception is that we are opposite sides of the fence. The public and the police are not against each other. So that
Well, no, the public have lost a lot of faith in the police.
in certain circumstances.
Okay, and this is why people would like to see a change, and they want things to be done correctly. And that's why I asked you if there was one thing that could be changed. And I don't see why it's such a hard question to actually answer. I've had inspectors, I've had sergeants, I've had DCs, I've had so many officers actually answer this question, so I don't see why it's such a hard question to answer.
I just said, I said the perception that it's us and them, us, the police, but there's you, the public. Why have you lost confidence with the police? Obviously you have. You're standing out here in a winter's day.
Well, it doesn't mean that I've lost faith, okay? What I actually want is I want a clean police force, okay? That actually uphold the law, right? And officers that break the law should not be allowed to actually step down and walk away from their job and then get a pension if they've actually broken the law, okay? They should be actually done as anybody else would for breaking the law, and they should not be then given their pension from the public purse, right, for something that they've done wrong. And this is what people are actually asking questions about. If you look at the Met alone, right, and you look over the period of 2018 to 2019, okay, in a 12-month period, you actually had just over 600 officers, okay, that were up for breaking the law, that then managed to step down when they were being investigated, and they've taken a pension.